I'm Jordan James. We're at the Gay Alliance Blood Drive at the American Red Cross Western New York chapter. This is our blood drive that we do actually twice a year now. And it's for our community to come together. And when you come to our drive, we give you a great thank you note, including a handwritten letter from me, because I appreciate your blood donation. We're having a record turnout this year because the FDA is soon to announce that they're going to ease their restrictions on gay blood donation. And that's something that I've been blessed to have championed. And here we are. So again, when you come into our blood drive, you'll be blessed with a t-shirt as well for donating, because we greatly appreciate your support. We also caught up with Heather today, one of our donors and our friend from the Red Cross, on why she donates the important blood. So we're here with Heather, and we just wanted to talk about, you're a vital part of the Gay Alliance Blood Drive, right? You're part of our team here. What does it mean to have the Gay Alliance Blood Drive, in your words?
It means a lot to me to be an ally because of friends and family. I think that things should change and people should be able to give more. I think we're being held back a lot in that respect.
Awesome. And you donated vital blood today. What was the process like for you, Heather?
Oh, I love it. I think it's very relaxing. Everybody makes you feel comfortable. A lot of people are anxious about coming and doing that, and I think that you should think of it in a different way. It's the biggest gift you can give someone.
Yeah, and it only takes 45 minutes to an hour, and you could save up to 3 lives, right? So what's your inspiration behind donating?
I think I've always donated. I think I started at about 17 years old, and it was just something that was instilled in me that the blood is needed every 2 seconds in the United States. It's very important, and so many people out there don't have access to it. So we need to donate as much as possible.
Yeah. And talking about the Gay Alliance Blood Drive, you've been a part of it now this is our second one together. What do you feel when you come into our drives? Like, what is this like? It's different than everyone else, right? Like, what is that feeling that you get when you walk into our drive?
Everybody's happy and willing to give, and they're all allies. And it feels like a great big family. It really does.
It's wonderful. I think when we come together as a community and we show that we want to help, beautiful things happen. And look at the friendships we're making and the lives we're saving. Okay, so Ms. Hargrove, I want to say, first of all, thank you for being a vital part of the blood drive. You're a volunteer who comes out and came to our last few here with Blood is Blood, and I just want to say thank you for doing your part.
Thank you for allowing me to be here. It means a lot to me that I can do this, and I appreciate that I'm able to do something for someone else that may need the blood.
Absolutely. And, this is the Gay Alliance Blood Drive that we're holding. What does it mean to you to see, the Gay Alliance Blood Drive be a thing and we're moving forward? What does that mean?
It means to me that we all can share and care and appreciate each other for who we are and what we are. We all human beings and we all need blood.
Absolutely. And you've been a part of the Red Cross volunteer for how many years?
43.
43. So you've seen the impact firsthand on why blood donation is so important. Why do you donate your blood?
I donate blood because my mother, who's passed away, she needed blood, and there were people that donated blood for her to have the surgery that she needed that I couldn't donate for her.
So it was able to help, with that surgery and in a way save her life, right?
Yes.
Wow. And it's so powerful when you're not in this industry, you don't get to see it firsthand. Could you tell me a story about, one time that you've seen this come through for somebody, the blood donation besides your mom?
Yes, it was a person in the fire. It was part of that, and they gave that blood that I was part of giving that blood to help that person because that person really needs the blood, and there's other donors that help the blood save their lives.
Wow. So certainly a full circle moment when you see it and you're able to pitch in and help.
The best I can.
Yeah. What is your favorite thing, before we go, what is your favorite thing about volunteering with the Red Cross?
My favorite thing about volunteering is that I'm helping someone, and I work with the food. And I think when you give somebody food, it's not universal, but for a few seconds, that person has someone cares for me, and they can forget whatever happened to be able to say, okay, someone's here to help me, and the food is good, and the people are good.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just want to say again, thank you for your time today. And this just goes to show you that while, yes, we're the city of good neighbors, but we're beyond that. And we're really rolling up our sleeve to help.
Yes, indeed, and thank you for being who you are, and me being a part for you to ask me because you are my friend.
Thank you. And I would say one of the most inspiring things about our blood drive is we encourage everybody that comes and donates at the Gay Alliance Blood Drive to share why they donate. Let's read a few. This folk says, I donate because all blood saves lives. The next says, I donate because other lives depend on it. And I donate to give back to my community and all those in need. Again, if you want to learn more about the Gay Alliance Blood Drive or how you can get involved, visit gooddeedsbuffalo.tv. And of course, if you're ready to roll up your sleeve, give the Red Cross a call or visit them at theamericanredcross.org. Make sure to follow us on all of the latest social media: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Joining me in studio is Stephen Lutter. Stephen, what is Ace Handyman Services Buffalo South Towns?
We're a franchise system associated with the brand name Ace Hardware, but essentially we're a franchise system that is quickly becoming the Uber for home improvement. So as opposed to waiting for a sole proprietor contractor who's booking out for months in advance, we offer 20 multi-skilled, multifaceted craftsmen that will come to your home and can do a variety of tasks, and nothing is too small. There are some things that are too large, but we've done projects that are $100, and we've done projects that are $65,000.
So even if you just need some help around the house, that's what you can do as well.
Yeah, think of it as anything on your honey-do list that you shouldn't, wouldn't, or couldn't do yourself, give us a call. The scheduling is as simple as calling for an Uber ride or getting a DoorDash delivery, right? So when it comes to using software, we're seeing, being able to get food instantly, get a ride to the airport instantly, and we're just a part of that now.
You guys are kind of revolutionizing what a handyman used to be.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, we're just making it simple to get a hold of us. So we have a whole admin team devoted to answering your calls, as well as we offer online scheduling that you can get somebody to your home to do anything from drywall, doors, tiling, carpentry, we installing windows, you name it.
Wow.
Anything other than the roofing. I don't have our guys and gals, we don't do any roofing projects.
Okay, and when and why did you start, your franchise of this?
Well, I knew I had, from the military, I knew I had leadership capacity to run an organization, but I am self-aware enough to know that I needed to surround myself with subject matter experts. So after a few corporate careers that I didn't feel fully fulfilled in, I decided, you know what, I can do this on my own. And what I can bring to the table is leadership capacity, recruiting skills, marketing skills, and ability to network and grow a business. So, and when I asked Ace what their ideal franchisee would be, they said someone who is not handy and does not get involved in the projects, someone who sees the big picture, who can aggressively scale a company. I knew I could do that.
Wonderful.
And that's what I'm bringing to the table.
Well, thank you for your service, for doing what you've done for our country, and to take that skill set that you learned, right, mm-hmm. and you're using it to do your own business, which is doing good things around Western New York. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me about some of the good things that you've done over the past year? I think it's $16,000 or more of donated services, mm-hmm. right?
Right, yeah, and we're actually, my LLC partners and I are in the midst of forming a 501(c) for that, so it can be a little more cleaner from a bookkeeping standpoint. But yes, we have, just to name a few, we have renovated the administrative space for Peace Prince, Western New York. We have donated multiple half-day packages to families in need in Western New York. And usually those are through networking. There's well, they likely don't have the funds to pay you, but a husband just passed away, et cetera, et cetera. If we catch wind of a story of a family that's deserving and could use some help around the house. After the Tops shootings, we helped a family who had lost the father figure in the home, and it kind of left the family with a difficult situation. So we, offered our services. And most of our work is with senior citizens, senior citizens who are aging in place. They need grab bars on the showers. They need a safe railing to get to and from the upstairs to the downstairs. When you're running a for-profit company, I view it as my obligation to give back and then encourage my employees to do the same. So we offer them 4 paid volunteer hours a month. If they catch wind of a person in their neighborhood who could use some help, they'll be paid for that time. The intent is that they get comfortable doing that, they like doing it, and that they start doing more volunteer. Right. Handymen and technicians and good carpenters are hard to find right now.
Yeah.
They're a dying breed because most of the expertise is with the baby boomers who are retiring. So we're going to be a hot commodity pretty soon here.
Yeah. Well, I'm really happy to have you on the show because I've been following your journey. I've talked about you on the show in my Good Events and News segment when I can, because what you're doing is unique. I feel it is most and all businesses' duty to invest in the community that they work in, that they do business in, and most don't. And you are. So it needs encouragement. It needs a bravo, if you will. So thank you for coming on the show and for talking about that. Do you have any future plans for I know you mentioned the 501c3, but any future plans to help somebody out?
Yes, we have a couple right now. Catherine, I won't share their first and last names, or their last names, but Catherine and Bill. Bill is a disabled veteran who is now blind, and Catherine is now she's now disabled in a wheelchair. So she's been, because her shower and garage is not ADA accessible, she's been parking outside and struggling, only able to get into the house with her husband's help, and has been kind of like using sponges to bathe, right? So she can't get into her shower. So our fundraising initiative right now is to raise money for Bill and Catherine, and we're trying to raise 30 grand to fix the garage, make sure that she has a ramp to get into her home, make the shower ADA accessible, and get rid of some mold in the basement as well. That's not that the poor husband is probably breathing in. So they have exhausted all efforts with the VA. They've tried grant programs, and they've kind of capped out at that amount. So we're going to try to do what we can, but it's a deserving couple, and obviously being a disabled veteran-owned company, this is a no-brainer for us to support. So
absolutely, and we'll have that information on our website at gooddeedsbuffalo.tv, and we'll make sure that we get that out there for you.
Appreciate you.
Now, your hiring philosophy is different too, real quickly. You hire veterans, and people might need a little bit of help getting into the workforce too.
Sure.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so we hire folks from vocational rehab, New York State, so folks who have either demonstrated sobriety, working through a disability in their life. I try to target those types of hiring pipelines. I have found that the best employees are usually ones who have been through some struggle in their life and have pushed through that and become resilient, strong, ambitious people on the other end of it. So I do place a premium on hiring veterans, folks with disabilities. It's hard. It's hard if you're someone who has made mistakes in your past and you're trying to make it better, businesses won't hire you. So my main concern is once drug test and background check is passed, that we're hiring folks that I would feel comfortable having in my home, and my mother-in-law, my grandma would feel comfortable having in their home. So we only hire emotionally intelligent human beings.
Yeah, and you're building a stronger community that way.
Sure.
I think when we think about community, we forget about some of those people, those ones that are trying to make their life better, and you're giving them an opportunity, which is all you need sometimes, right?
They're the most loyal employees, because once you do give them a chance and then you give them autonomy, they take it and run with it, and they become your best, most loyal, devoted people. So
wonderful.
And I can show statistics for anyone who questions whether diversity hiring is just a check the box thing. It's not. It actually improves your revenue in different zip codes by hiring people in different zip codes who don't look like you. So diversity.
That's it for all the businesses watching. You better do something different.
Right. So it's not just a check the box thing. I want to hire folks who have different backgrounds than myself, and through collaboration at team meetings, we get the best result and come up with the best business practices. So
perfect. And how can people apply or help with your giving back projects?
Besides the GoFundMe right now, honestly, if there's anyone out there who knows how to set up a 501(c), that's going to be our next step for us. And hold on to your donations for now in that case. But besides Bill and Catherine's story, for now, just follow us on social media. And our goal is to have a charitable project once a quarter. And we'll do our best to catch those with videography and broadcast those.
Perfect. Anything you want to add to your interview today?
No, we're hiring at Ace Handyman Services. Give us a call at 716-427-0427. And our office manager, our admin staff will get your resume, and we'll talk.
Hi, I'm Jordan James. Now it's time for a segment I like to call Jordan's Good Events in News. First today, I wanted to tell you about a first-of-its-kind theater here in Buffalo, a pay-as-you-can theater called the Lightbulb Project, which is a brand new theater company founded in 2021 by Lucas Lloyd. Their mission is to find the spark of inspiration at the heart of each play and transform it into a light that is clear, sustainable, revealing, transformative, and available to all. They value an organic, collaborative process that creates fresh, connected, honest performances uniquely presented to every audience. And they champion a ticketing policy that turns no one away based on the price of a ticket. Patrons are encouraged to pay what they want and give as they're able. To check performance times and learn how you can help support this project, please visit bit.ly/Lightbulb Project. The Frozen Chosen. No, it's not a new frozen custard store. I checked. However, if you want to read an historic story of 3 servicemen, I found The Frozen Chosen, the 1st Marine Division, and the Battle of the Chosen Reservoir. The Frozen Chosen is a 5K that you can walk or run in that will take place at 10 a.m. at St. John's Lutheran Church, which is 4536 South Buffalo Street in Orchard Park. Proceeds will benefit the Family Promise of Western New York. Family Promise of Western New York is committed to keeping families together during their time of homelessness and is one of only 3 emergency shelters providers in Erie County that solely focuses on keeping families together during the time of crisis of homelessness. And it'll also benefit St. John's youth programming and ministry activities. To learn more about this 5K and to sign up, please visit bit.ly/The Frozen Chosen. Today's good news story. I had to tell you guys about this good news. I've been invited to be a part of Variety Kids Telethon, and I couldn't be more excited to help raise money for the much needed programs, organizations, and causes Variety, the children's charity of Buffalo and Western New York support. The Variety Kids Telethon is the nation's longest running, locally produced telethon, and its home is right here in Western New York. It all started back in 1962 when Dr. Robert Warner asked Variety to help him fulfill his dream of a rehabilitation center for children with special needs. The first annual Variety Kids Telethon raised over $80,000, and the Robert Warner Rehabilitation Center for Children with Special Needs became a reality at Women's and Children's Hospital of Buffalo. Since then, the telethon has been a Western New York treasure, all thanks to the tens of thousands of Western New Yorkers who tune in and pledge their support every year. The telethon funds dozens of local children's nonprofits, in addition to the hospital, and every penny stays right here in Western New York. So make sure to mark your calendars. Tune into the Variety Kids Telethon on Saturday from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. on WGRZ Channel 2, and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on WBBZ TV Channel 5. Remember to be on the lookout for a familiar face, as you'll see me day 2 of the telethon on WBBZ TV. If you'd like to learn more about an event or story mentioned, please head over to gooddeedsbuffalo.tv. And while there, submit your good deed, good news, or event story to be considered for the show. Just click the Submit a Story tab. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Good Deeds Buffalo. Joining us now is Hanna Malek with the American Red Cross. Hanna, welcome back.
Thank you, it's great to be here.
So Hanna, I wanted to first talk about our blood drive. What does it mean to the Red Cross to have our long-standing blood drive with an important mission?
Well, first off, thank you for your leadership and just a tremendous partnership over the years. The need for blood is constant, and we can't do it without partners like you.
Well, thank you. And, I wanted to ask, what is involved to start your own blood drive? Could you tell some people about that? Because you keep saying this leadership skill you need, but what's involved?
Yeah, so we look for a room that's about 1,500 square feet of open space. That allows us to socially distance all of our beds and waiting areas. We look for about 25 people that are interested in donating blood, and then just a champion, someone who's going to be out there to get the community together to rally and donate blood.
And it doesn't cost anything for someone to champion a blood drive, right?
Absolutely not. It's free to do so. We provide the juice and snacks the day of, flyers and posters to help get the word out, so no cost is associated.
You really just have to have a passion behind helping the community and saving lives.
Absolutely. One donation can save up to 3 lives, and sponsoring a blood drive that collects multiple units makes a big impact.
Wow. So let's talk about how easy it is to donate, right? It takes, 45 minutes to an hour?
Yeah, about
Right.
an hour for the whole process. We do a mini physical. Donors answer some questions on the computer. They meet all that criteria. They move on to the bed for the blood draw, which only takes about 5 to 10 minutes for that part of the process.
Yeah.
And then my favorite part, the canteen, eat all the juice and snacks you want.
Yeah. What I like and what I appreciate is when you go there, you can tell the staff is very trained, right? Can you tell me about how they're trained and what kind of process that is to take our blood?
Absolutely. So our staff go through really rigorous training for 6 weeks to learn about phlebotomy, to learn about the process. We're highly regulated by the FDA, so we make sure the process is done correctly every time because we want it to be safe for the patients whose lives we save.
Yeah, I was, at this past blood drive, we had somebody who felt a little ill and they needed to lay down. But I can tell you the staff responded so well, getting them a cold cloth right away, making sure that they were taken care of. And when you see that, it gives you confidence knowing I'm safe here. I can donate my blood here. So Hanna, what does it mean to the Red Cross to have the LGBTQ plus community involved in donating blood, regularly at these blood drives?
Yeah, so this partnership is fantastic because it highlights the need for blood, and we want people to know that all are welcome and able to help serve our mission. If they're eligible, they can donate blood, but also just raising awareness to everybody in every community about the need for blood is so important.
Absolutely, and we're thankful that we have a safe space, that we're allowed to go and donate that blood. So where does the blood go?
Yeah, so we meet local needs first. We supply blood to every hospital in Western New York.
Okay.
And then once our local needs are met, we're able to move blood through our national network to where it's needed most. I personally am born and raised in California, and it's great to know that if blood's needed in California, we're able to move it there where it's needed most.
Yeah, and what I like too is if you sign up for the Red Cross mobile app, you can get notified where your blood's going. Right? So you can, if it's local or if it's across the country. And I really like that aspect. So you mentioned, some other services you offered earlier, but fires, you're responding to fires. What are other ways that you respond to our community?
Yeah, so every 8 minutes, the Red Cross is responding to a disaster. Most folks know about the big national wildfires or hurricanes or earthquakes. That's definitely something that we do. But we also respond to home fires every single night. The fire department will call us and let us know that somebody's displaced. We'll meet them. We'll give them a comfort kit that has a toothbrush, deodorant, just the bare necessities that you need when you've lost everything. We'll give financial assistance, and that way folks can start the recovery process.
Absolutely. I heard that the Red Cross gets right involved, making sure they even have food available if needed too. Like, they really help. And that's such a needed service. We talked a little bit previously about the Ring the Alarm campaign. Can you tell me a little bit about that and what that was about?
Yeah, so with our disaster response, we focus on a couple different aspects. We like to prepare people, we respond, and then we help people through the recovery. So our Sound the Alarm campaign is a part of our preparedness efforts, and we reach out to vulnerable communities and install free smoke alarms. We look for volunteers to help do that. In addition to installing the alarm, we talk about best practices on how to leave your home, having a meeting place outside, having a kit, and practicing regularly.
How can people get connected with the Red Cross?
Yeah, folks can call our 1-800-RED Cross phone number. They can go to our website, redcross.org. If you're looking to make a blood appointment, our app is great. Like you mentioned, if you make your appointment on the blood app, it will tell you what hospital it goes to.
Wow. Thank you, Hanna, so much for serving Western New York, and now moving on to San Francisco. And I want to, again, thank you for your time.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Do you know someone you would like for me to highlight for their good deed on Good Deeds Buffalo? This person would be involved in the community and oftentimes are a beacon of hope and kindness. Head over to gooddeedsbuffalo.tv and fill out the quick and easy nomination form. If selected, we'll reach out to you for more information. Again, I want to thank Hanna for coming on the show and the Red Cross for their continued partnership and for what they do for Western New York. Visit gooddeedsbuffalo.tv to learn more about today's show. I want to thank WBBZ TV for their unwavering support. Until next time, I'm Jordan James, and this is Good Deeds Buffalo. Thanks for watching. Remember, hate is in the moment, love is forever.